So many parts of your story is about you, A, betting on yourself, but B, relationship.
The support to one another as Latinas in this industry in general is important.
It is
we have
really
to have each other's back.
You manifested this deal with SavageX Fenty, which is Rihanna's bronze.
Yes, I'm about to cry. This pitch was so good that it was like, who is this girl? Guess what the VP did? She researched me.
So let's talk about the money.
Yeah, we love money.
Run the check.
Right.
Run the check.
Right, I should use that.
Everybody, listen, whether you're a content creator or not, there were tons of gems that you can pull from this episode today. What are some strategies that you've been leveraging to get in front of brands?
First, I would start by saying,
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Banking on Cultura. I am your host, Victoria Jenn Rodriguez. I gotta do the extra rrr today, and you'll see why in a second. But I'm happy to be back with you guys, sending you good vibes and good energy because, honey, it is shenanigans outside. I mean, Kim Kardashian just dropped a puti little lacy thongy thing with a bush. It's just crazy right now. And I just want to say that if you are thinking about entrepreneurship and you're struggling with selling and you're like, I don't have anything to sell that people are going to want to buy, or I'm not sure, or you just have this crazy idea and you think it's way too out of the box and nobody's going to support you, I would like you to revert to these puti thong panties with the bush, because they have a waiting list, okay? And guaranteed it's gonna sold out. And I know Kim Kardashian being Kim Kardashian, that's helping, but it's the point of her taking a risk and not caring what anybody has to say. And also knowing that she knows how to market and she knows how to sell. So it's gonna sell, baby. So if you are insecure about anything like that right now, please revert to that whenever you are in your feelings or you feel like you're not enough or your idea isn't good enough or nobody's gonna be interested. Listen, the social media buzz around this is just insane. So in fact, the more controversial and insane your idea is, the more marketing it will probably get. So don't be afraid to put it out there. Anywho, without further ado, I'm very excited about today's guest because I've been a fan for quite some time on the social media streets. And I always love when I get to meet my guests from social media, because social media gets a bad rap because there is a lot of negative stuff that comes with social media. But if you are using it in a way to build community, if you are using it for your business, if you are using it to meet people that you wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to meet, so you're networking on the platform, then it could serve in your favor. And a lot of my guests I meet through social media, which I think is really, really cool. So definitely make sure you happen in the DMs because it is as easy as that. I've been surprised of the type of guests that I've been able to have on the show or the type of people I've been able to do business with by just sliding up in their DM. It is real. It goes down in the DM, okay? Which is how I've been able to get my guest today to join us on the show. Leslie Rodriguez. Welcome to Banking on Cultura.
oh, thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to have you on today's show because, girl, you killing it.
Oh, thank you so
And you
much.
you doing it well,
Hey,
honey.
I'm doing
And you're doing
right.
it well. And what I love about this brand that you've been able to build is that it's so you. Like, you can tell you're not pretending to be somebody that you're not. You're literally embracing all of you, 1,000%. Like, even with you still working while you're trying to build up your influencer brand, your modeling brand, and taking us along the ride of that journey. Like, I think that is so dope. And so thank you for being a real one.
Thank you.
And for putting yourself out there, because when you do that, you give all of us permission to do that too, right? To tap more into ourselves. So thank you for that, hermana.
Thank you for seeing that in me, hermana.
Yes,
I see that in
girl.
you too. And
Oh,
that's why it
thank
was
you.
an easy yes. And we had to make this happen. And time is not of the essence, but if you want to make it of the essence, it can be. And so you make time for those things that matter and for those people who are consistent and persistent like you were in having me here and making it work to have me here. So thank you, and I see you, hermana.
Thank you so much. And you ain't lying, okay? Listen, when I want something to happen, I'm a follow-up queen, okay? Because I think we've been trying to get you on the show
for
a year. For basically
Literally,
like
last
a year.
time I came for the photo shoot, actually it was in May of last year.
So there you go.
And we
a
did
little
it.
over a year.
Cheers.
Cheers to us, darling.
Yes.
Cheers to us following through,
That part,
honey.
making time for each other, because it meant to support to one another as Latinas in this industry in general is important.
It is.
We have
really
to have
important.
each other's back. And so it's always a yes when it comes to supporting my Latinas. Always a yes.
I appreciate that.
Si no puedo ahora, ahorita.
Yes, exactly. And I like that you move as an example, right? Because you want people to treat you how you treat others, right? And I think like within our community specifically, we need more examples.
Yes.
We need more examples of us like really supporting each other without crazy hidden agendas and really just showing up for one another, because we're not doing it enough. And that really, really sucks. And so we need to figure out, like, what do you think that is? Like, why are we not doing that?
Because unfortunately that they see the other successful people as competition instead of a community, right? Or stronger brands behind you, right? Because if there's other women who are doing the same thing as you, that means that you are stronger together versus it being something that you can only do because you're going to take the opportunity or somebody else can take the opportunity from you. If it's yours, it's going to be yours no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter how you look, no matter where you come from. When you're putting in the work and you have what it takes, it's going to go to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Si eso fue lo que Dios quiso, es lo que va a pasar.
Yeah.
So that's my mentality. But I think that is the reason why there's not more of us in this space.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Modeling industry, influencer industry.
Yeah.
And there aren't many of us, right? But those that of us that exist there, what do you think is driving like that competition? Is it like crabs in a barrel mentality? Like, what do you think it is?
Well, I'm not sure if that is the same mentality that's going on right now. I would say that's why we're not higher up from our women before, right? Because there was limited opportunities. I mean, where did we see Latinas? In Channel 41 and 47, Telemundo and Univision. Like, where else did we see them?
Right.
Rarely in TV, rarely in movies, okay? And we didn't get our own shows. And if we did get our own shows, like, they're not to make us look better. It's to kind of, stereotypical, show the stereotypical side of us, the loud, the fighting, the chimosa, the sexy, all those things that we have more qualities in that.
Right.
And those are not usually presented in the platforms that I just mentioned.
Right.
So with Instagram and the influencer community, I feel like there is more of a sisterhood than there ever was with the Latinas. We are supporting each other. I can say that from my experience in the influencer specifically, community, where I have most of my Latina sisters. Okay. Right, that I can say like, oh, I know this person, and I met them in person and they're amazing and they show up when I need them to. They support when I post something. Those women, they are showing up. They are. I think that is more of a now generation. Like, we are seeing it. We want to see each other rise. We want to have each other's backs. We are not each other's competition. Maybe and secretly they are, maybe you think so, but they're definitely showing you with a heart and supporting and sharing, and they are. They are. I can say that from my girls, at least in my community.
Yeah.
But overall, whatever keeps you from success usually is because you're on your own way, in your own way.
Yeah, in your own way. Yeah. So we like to start the show with some bonchinche. So give us some tea. Give us something that's going on. Something we can't Google about you.
Well, you can Google about me? I was going to say
that we can't.
Oh, I'm like, you can't Google either. I'm not there. I tried to see if I am. And only if you put like specifics about me. There's other Leslie Rodriguez out there. Can you believe?
That's why I decided that when I was going to really double down on my brand, it was Victoria Jenn Rodriguez, because there were too many Victoria Rodriguez.
But too now much Jenn Rodriguez también.
Yeah, exactly. But now when you look Victoria Jenn, like, I come up. Yeah. Like, I'm the only one. And that was strategic because our names are so common because we just love our names.
Exactly. Maybe I should Google Leslie with Lezlee, because maybe that is more, because people use that instead of my Leslie, which is my real name. Okay. Like my Instagram name versus, because I'm more known as a creator than a model. So I would imagine
okay.
that looking me up in Google would
Okay.
prompt.
Yeah.
So if you want to Google me,
Right, exactly.
try my influencer handle.
Yeah. No, we got to make sure you got a social, like a footprint on the internet.
I agree.
You got to do that.
I agree. I'm working towards it. I just became a founder of my own workshop, a confidence building workshop called Thirst to Thrive. That is, I just presented it to DOE. So I'm going to become a vendor.
Oh, I love
yes,
that.
I bring it to schools everywhere.
So the DOE, Department of Education, here in New York?
Yes.
That's fly.
Yes. So I'm on the not the waiting list, but it's a process when you want to become a vendor to be able to bring any type of service to a school.
Yes.
So
Well, you should let me know because I'm on the board of a charter school.
Look at that.
In the South Bronx, an all-girl charter school.
That would be perfect there.
Yes, K through 8, and we are a dual language school, so they learn in Spanish and English, so you'll be right at home.
That
We
is
would love to have
incredible.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I am thrilled. I can still present myself. I don't know if you require vendorship, but I do have like.
We can talk about it.
Right, because I'm like, because y'all go in right now. Let me see.
We can talk about it. No, but they're amazing.
So
you'll fall in love with the school.
I'm already in love.
Yeah,
all girls, count me in.
Yeah. So is that the Bonchinche that you got this workshop and you're about to become a DOE vendor?
I'm also on hold for a really, really good and exciting opportunity when it comes to modeling. I'm not going to say who it is.
Pero that's not Bonchinche.
Well, there you go. A cliffhanger. Go check on my Instagram if I got it. You'll find out in November.
Oh, yeah. The suspense. The suspense.
So, yes. And as you probably already know, I'm a brand ambassador for Savage and like contract. And guys, manifesting is real. Because if you've been part of my community for a while, you know that I literally have been manifesting to be a part of this brand in any capacity. And nonetheless, to this magnitude, which I am now, which I'm going to consider part of the team. So how incredible is that?
So let's talk about that because you literally have started from scratch.
Yes.
Literally. What are some strategies that you've been leveraging to get in front of brands, to start actually working with brands? Like, give us some tips.
First, I would start by saying, be yourself, however you are presenting yourself to a brand. Research them. And if you feel like you need management, you can go that route. But anything they can do, you can do better. And I've learned that from my own experience. I've been managed twice by influencer marketing teams. And both times, I have been plateaued. Right? Because no one can sell you and present you like you can present yourself. So your best gift to you is to know who you are, know what you want to do as work when it comes to the creator in
economy,
general, right? The creator world in general, right? So that when you pitch yourself to these brands, you know exactly what you're coming with and what you have to offer. Versus having someone else who just sees you in those 60 seconds that you post and, create this vision of you, and then they sell that to the brand and they don't understand because they're like, hey, this person did this, this, and this, and this, and this. How does that make sense for what I do? The trick is that this, and this, and this, and this can be also this. But you know who's going to do that? You. Because you know how you can sell that. You know what you can bring to the table. People think they know what you can bring to the table, but you know you best. And I've only been as successful as I am, and I believe that my success started happening even more when I started taking care of myself and my own things. So I don't give 20% to nobody. But
Period. I was just going to ask you, what is the management rate nowadays?
20%.
Wow.
And I just learned 25% for some brands.
Wow. And that's so interesting that they're not hustling, because 25% is a lot.
Well, I don't think that the people I was working with weren't hustling.
Okay.
I don't think it was them, and I don't think it was me. I think that it was unspoken, that they didn't want to change who I was, and the brands didn't see the appeal in who I was. They didn't know more than 60 seconds.
Right.
But you as a manager, whoever's managing you in general, should know you more than 60 seconds, enough to know what to actually say about you. Versus it's like, look at these videos, this is what she does. Like, no. You know, it's more like get to know who is this person. This person has a 9 to 5, a dog, 2 kids. Like that puts me in a perspective. Anybody can work with me. I can do dog things. I can do kids thing. Back to school, get home stuff. I work from home. Get desk. There's so much things that you can do because you live in an ad.
You are an ad.
You are an ad, and if you are authentic, you winning.
So, okay, so let's talk about this because you said you manifested this deal with SavageX Fenty, which
Yes.
is Rihanna's bronze.
Yes.
How did you manifest that? Like you put it out to the world?
Baby.
Yeah, tell me.
Wow. So I started becoming a member, not being an influencer led. I became a creator in 2020. Her brand was fresh still. Anything Rihanna, I was down for because I'm a fan. So I started supporting her brand and started just buying her stuff and then creating around it because I loved it. And of course, I wanted to get the brand's attention. When I started growing as a creator, I was like,
wait, hold on. I got to stop you right there.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Ooh, this is really good. You should know about this. So I don't know about you, but I've been known to procrastinate, especially when things scare the hell out of me. The fear alone would have me stuck, overwhelmed, confused, and all types of self-doubt. And don't even get me started on the imposter syndrome. Okay. After getting laid off, not once, but 3 times, honey, I realized that the security blanket that I made up in my head was just an excuse because I didn't really want to bet on myself. The corporate benefits that had me in that headlock, girl, they went out the window once my job decided that they no longer needed me.
Turns out that I'll save a whole nickel if I cut your salary completely.
The truth is, the only security blanket guarantee is the one that you create for yourself. In other words, until you start a business, you will always be at the mercy of a company's headcount, and you will never have complete control over your time, which means you'll be renting out your thought leadership and helping build someone else's dream instead of your own. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Don't you think it's time you stop playing small and tap all the way into your power, sis? Click on the link above or below this video to learn my 3-step process, the exact 3 steps that I took to make the transition from corporate to entrepreneurship. And this is helpful even if you don't know what type of business to start and have only one source of income. And this is absolutely free. It is my gift to you. I want you to win. It's winning season. In fact, what's that? It smells like winning season. Okay, so tap in and I'll see you inside the training. Let's go. Okay, so, because I want to walk people through the steps.
Yes.
Because there's gems here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So you knew that you wanted to work with SavageX Fenty, right?
For sure.
You knew that. So you're like, all right, Leslie, I want to work with Savage. So you decided that you were going to start incorporating their products into your content creation.
Yep. My body positivity content.
For free.
Yes.
Okay. So you're like, long-term goal, I want to work with Savage.
Longer than I freaking expected. God damn. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay. Okay.
So
So,
that's how
you're
it
like,
started.
all right. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna start. I love the
them,
brand
genuinely.
So okay. So then that's another gem. If you want to work with a brand, make sure there's actual, like, you really care about the
You
brand.
have to,
Like,
because your content is gonna come across very generic, and you don't want that. You want it to be authentic. You know why? Because that's how they see you, and that's how you set yourself aside from the rest, right? Everyone is the same. Copy paste. Makes you want to puke.
Yes.
There's more to life than being the same. Like you are so much more special than you think, but you don't even give yourself the opportunity because you're so worried about what this person is doing and it works for them. I'm gonna do that. Mentira del diañe. You already got it in you.
How did you know that you wanted? I love that point because I agree with you.
Right.
How did you know you wanted to like lean into the body positivity space?
So that came about naturally, actually. It wasn't even something I thought of, right? Because my main point when I started creating was comedy. Because comedy is just my love language, and the epitome of who I am is humor and love and light. Like, that's just who I am. So I was going to use that part of me and just do humor. And I don't think there's enough Latina comedians out there, not doing stand-up, not in movies, not in SNL. There's just not enough of us.
Right.
So I said, you know what, I'm gonna knock these doors down and I'm gonna do comedy. And that's how I'm gonna start. And I started just doing comedy. Then the pandemic happened and I was gonna do stand-up instead of, being internet famous. I was like, I want to do stand-up, and that's how I'm going to get out. Then COVID happened. So I had to lean into the internet. So leaning into the internet just opened the door for me to just be me in my day-to-day and create a community, just me being me. Now, also part of my journey is my body, right? It's been a part of my life and my journey, my whole life, obviously, right? My body's part of my life. Oh, no, you just got it when you were 20.
My body is my life. My life is my body.
My body. Ooh. Put that on a t-shirt.
That's a headline.
Hey, de que eso no fui Victoria, fui yo. That itself me being a person who has always been, struggling with her body, I said to myself, okay, well, I'm at the space where I love me and I truly just embracing everything I am. I'm working towards what I'm working towards, but I love who I see. And okay, with the Savage, hand in hand, lingerie, showing up on the internet, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and show and tell people that I love me just as I am with this, this, and this. In my first viral video about body positivity, I had a thin-ass little two-piece from SavageX Fenty. The thinnest I've ever owned, actually. It was a spring collection. And I blew up the internet. Reels weren't even in. It was videos on my when I did it. Back in 21.
What gave you the courage to just be like, I'm going to wear a string on the internet?
For women, for girls, for the people that I know needed that, because people was always like, "Oh my God, you're so brave. You're so brave." Because how do you do this? Like, what do you mean? You don't have to be brave to love yourself. You just gotta love yourself to show up as you, right? I am not doing anything a skinny girl ain't doing, right? I got more to love, more to see, more ripples and more curves and more, maps and shit. There's a lot of things there. Yeah, maps.
My body is the wonderland.
And because of so, I said, you know what? God put it in my mind that this was okay. You're not doing this to be sexualized. You're doing this because you want to encourage and inspire other women to see the same in themselves. And I think that once I locked that in, I had a good conversation with my husband because he was like,
I was just gonna say.
Y tú en cuero en la televisión, ahí en el Instagram. You seen Leslie? Like,
oh, yeah, I've seen Leslie.
No, it wasn't like that, though. He wasn't with it.
Oh,
He's a Dominican man, sister.
Oh.
He was not with it. But what he was with the message, my bigger message behind it, was that it wasn't about me and it wasn't about the men. It wasn't about nothing else but to encourage and inspire women to see the same in themselves. And I think that is just like the biggest message that I am here to give to people, not only women, but to people everywhere. Like there is a light at the end of that dark tunnel, and it's only there if you're willing to find it. And you have to look for it.
Was that intentional? You're like, I'm going to wear this Savage outfit because I want to wear with this brand.
Yes,
it was.
Of course. Okay. Yes, hello. Savage is super inclusive. And that is another reason why I was so gone home behind them, because it's like, okay, you are about it. You're not just talking it, you're about it. So it started, around that time was it started doing the SavageX Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 on Amazon Prime. Okay. And so when I started seeing these videos, I actually, for the first one, this is part of my manifestation, guys. I went ahead and put up a picture, edited myself in it, and said, Leslie, SavageX Fenty Volume 1, okay? Next year, same thing. Next year, same thing. Always putting myself in a position where the job was already mine, Now, did it work instantly? No, it did not. Okay, guys? I had to work for free.com for them, with the love of my heart, from 2021 all the way to the end of 2024 when I got my first paid opportunity as a content creator. And I've created content for them, talking about 4 or 5 a month for free because it was part of my life. Savage is all I wore. I was an ambassador and getting free stuff by now.
I was just going to say, wait, were they sending you free stuff?
No, of course. I became an ambassador in 2022. So I worked a year for free, and then I got free clothes after that.
Right.
Okay?
It's still free, but yeah.
Right, but still free and getting gifted stuff, but they, it's part of their program. Right? It's part of how they get you where they get you. Not like they got you, but
Right. I mean, yeah, but no.
Tú sabes. Una cosita nada más, una cosita. Un par de influencers me da 100 de ustedes, nada más de free gratis. Un chino nada más, hombre. No, that was nuts to me. But anyways, right before I got the paid gig in December of 2024.
How did you get the paid gig? Let's talk about that whole process.
So again, they had reached out to me about, mentira. Since I was part of the ambassador stuff, I was in email threads. So I had communication with people. And they had done their Diesel collab, right? And the month before, I was talking to my bestie on the phone, and I was like, ya desesperada because I wasn't getting brand deals by nobody. And Savage is like the brands I worked the hardest for, and literally my dream brand. And I was like, you know what? I'm giving up. Like, I'm not doing this for them no more. Like, this is it. Like, I'm giving up. Like, I'm not wearing this stuff. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't give a hell. They send me free stuff. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm done. But then God said, mentira, tú vas a seguir, more, espérate. In December, they reached out to me, if I'm not mistaken. Or did I reach out to them? I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because there's so much that has gone on since. The point is, I finally got the deal. It was the collaboration with Diesel. They sent me the stuff. I had to create a video. It was I had to put my own amount. And don't do this, guys.
What do you mean you had to put your own amount?
I had to put my own my own price. Because remember, I'm representing myself.
Your own price on how much you were going to charge them?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Pero yo, por estar de estúpida, yo lowballed myself. I lowballed myself
This
because
was your
I
first
didn't...
brand deal
No,
ever?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, amor, yo tengo mucho haciendo
Okay.
esto, pero con ello.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I lowballed myself because I didn't want to miss the opportunity. And I said to myself, I don't want to give them a high number and that they tell me no because I really, really want this. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. You know why? Because I later found out, because you know what they did? Which, I love you guys, but you did this. And I'm just going to talk about it because you did it. They hired a bunch of plus-size girls, and we all kind of did the content for the Diesel. They did that and things. So I did not feel special. I felt like I was just part of the clan, and I didn't deserve just that. So I felt satisfied. I even cried. I made a video about it finally. Oh, my God, I paid the... And then I found out they paid somebody requete más que yo. I asked, though. I asked the girl, and she told me. And that they had everybody do the same thing. And I'm like, I'm not mad about it. I'm happy.
Everybody do the same thing.
Not the same real, but the same, like they were the same thing. Like just promote the same thing.
How much was the difference from what you were charging versus the other person that you found
Half.
out?
I paid myself half less. And the person had less following and all, because that makes a difference. Not that it makes a difference to me, but it makes a difference in when you get brand deals, or how many people you have, what's your reach, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm,
So the person had lesser, than me and got paid more than me. Good for her though. I was like, yes, sis, I'm stupid. Like I call myself out. I said, coño, qué estúpida. Whatever. Eso pasó. I didn't hear for them for 2 months after that, but not because of anything. Listen up. This is when it's like, So 2 months, I don't hear from them. I hit up my friend, the same girl. I said, yo, I see you keep getting stuff, but I haven't gotten stuff. And they wouldn't do that they wouldn't stop giving me stuff for no reason. Like, I'm a constant creator. Even if it's not paid, like,
right.
She gave me an email. I reached out to the email. They're like, oh my God, we switched teams. And it seems like your email didn't pass over to us. Fill out the stuff and we got you, girl. They sent me a package. Then I saw that this is when it gets good. Then I saw that they had a new drop, a bridal drop. I had just had my 10-year anniversary with my husband. I said, ding, ding, ding. I said, now I got the right people to reach out to. Let me do this together. I put together a pitch, okay, with 3 different ideas of what I can do. So not only are you telling them, hey, I'm good for it, this is also, you making the job easier because you tell them what you're going to create. So now they know what to expect from you, what they can expect from you.
So what does a pitch look like?
Bueno, you tell them about yourself, what your community is like, how much women, men, whatever your target is, right? Because there has to be a target audience for depending what you make up, obviously, women, fashion stuff for women, right, if it's home style, it can be home stuff, it could be anybody. So doing the research to see who they get, right? Who they use. Do they like, smaller creators? Do they get the bigger creators? What kind of creating do they like? Does it look generic? Or does it look like they like to put their own, your own swag into things? Like, you have to look for that so that you know what they're looking for, and then you pitch yourself that way, because you just got to study. You got to do your research. So I did my research in terms of like the bridal collection and what I could do. I had 10-year anniversary. I said, perfect. 10 lessons, 10 years, I said. And I was like, me and my husband will both put on the bridal stuff, him the man, my girl. Once a bride, always a bride was the hashtag. Se lo comieron.
Wait, did you create that hashtag?
Everything, yes. Well, I didn't create it, but I did it for that. That was my hashtag for them. So that sold them. Because because I was 10 years bride. Once a bride, always a bride. You never stop being a bride.
That. Okay.
So they ate that up.
So you emailed them the 3 different pitches.
One pitch. One email.
3 different ideas.
3 different ideas of what it can be.
Okay.
It was so good. So good that they involved the VP. And the VP and the brand manager, the brand ambassador manager, both reached out and they wanted to jump on a call with me. Okay. This is when things got good. That's what I'm telling you. This pitch was so good that it was like, who is this girl? Guess what the VP did?
What? Tell me.
She researched me. When she went down to 2020 and she saw that I've been a diehard SavageX Fenty supporter for free. This lady, I'm about to cry. This lady did all her research like that. I didn't know what to expect. So I got ready to pitch my cosita de bridal. Yo ready para mi meeting con bridal, ready. When they jump on FaceTime, when a video call, I'm like, the VP? Like, that's crazy. When she jumps on, and I'm like, oh my God, it's nice to meet you. I'm Leslie. She's like, oh no, girl, I already know who you are. She was like, and let me just tell you that I cannot believe that you've been working for us all this time and we haven't seen you. I want to say sorry. I want to say sorry because, wow. She's like, and you just been doing this from the bottom of your heart just because, and she's like, and you just had one deal with us just last. No. She's like, no. We're gonna give you what you deserve.
I love that.
She came prepared to offer me brand ambassador deal with a contract of 3 months to start, which everyone starts that way. And I just renewed it. I'm 8 months now more and going into next year. So
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And all that, you see, you heard everything that I experienced, right? And then God was like, tú querías una flor y todo un bouquet. I wanted a brand deal. I wanted un videito nada más, un videito, un pagadito. No, more. We're going to give you a salary instead.
I love that.
Because God's timing is better than yours anytime, sister. Anytime. God's timing. And who needed it more than ever this year? Because I haven't gotten that one modeling job. And guess who's holding me down? SavageX Fenty.
Wow. That is a great story. So when you were pitching, were you concerned they were going to steal your ideas and give it to another influencer?
Not at all. My idea is my idea because I came up with it right in the moment, but it's not my idea to keep. You can use the same idea. You're not going to do it like me. Ideas are just ideas. I mean, they pop up in anybody's head. Some don't even take action. So if you like my idea enough to put it, I hope it goes well. But you're not going to present it like me. You're not going to have the Leslie. So do you.
That is interesting. Because some would consider that a scarcity mindset, right? For you to like feel like if you share your idea, somebody's going to steal it. But I love how you think about it, where it's like, okay, take the idea. You're still not going to do it like me.
Never.
But I will say, there are horror stories of influencers who give these brands their thought equity, like their IP, and they take it.
Yep.
And they ask another influencer, hey, because they break down the whole framework for them. I'll do a 60-second reel like this. I'll do it this way. And then I'll show the clothes this way. And then I'll do it this way. And they take it and they give it to an influencer that they're like already working with.
Well, I never break it down like that, girl. You ain't getting that. No,
Okay.
No,
so it's just high level.
Yo te puedo hacer un videito con ropita hablando. Te puedo hacer un videito bailando. Te puedo hacer un nail day just showcasing the outfit. Like, así, like... No, you're not gonna get que yo voy a poner esto, tú vas a hacer esto, voy a hacer, voy a decir, no. You're gonna get the overall, you can Google that.
You're gonna get
también.
the skeleton.
The skeleton, así.
Okay.
Así. And como te dije, you are you. So literally, if someone even steals, because this happens often too, maybe somebody posts a content and someone does it, the same type of content in theirs. That happens in the nail dits. When I started doing nail dits, there wasn't a lot of nail dits around. There's a bunch of people doing nail dits now. Nail dits. When I retry the video. Those are called nail
that's
dits.
what it's called?
Yeah,
Nail
but they don't
dits?
call it nail dits. I call it nail dits, like Leslie nailed it, but they call it different.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But people do their own versions, which, it's fantastic. But it is something that not a lot of people were doing.
Right.
And then it was like, oh, I can do that too. I love that. Go ahead. Your remake is not going to look like mine because you are not me.
Right.
And your attempt may not be my attempt. Like, we just a lot of different factors. Like,
right.
You should never compare yourself or keep away or keep, from sharing your ideas with others with that mindset. Porque el diablo atenta. Si tú estás pensando malo, lo malo te va a pasar. If you're thinking negative, the negative is going to happen. Like, you're bringing that into your vibe. Like,
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You just stay light, think the best. Don't be naive. Don't be gullible. But be positive. Be optimistic.
Yes.
What's the worst that can happen?
Right.
They do it worse than you?
Period. So let's talk about the money.
Yeah, we love money.
Space. Yes, we do. Dinero.
Dinero.
So what does the salary look like if you're a brand ambassador? Like, what does that look
It
like?
depends too on your reach. They also are doing acquisitions. So they say acquisitions is like when they're seeing if you can make money, if you can make sales from your videos.
Okay.
So I was doing videos freelance, a lo mío, a lo Leslie. They asked me this new contract. They said, hey, we want you to do one acquisition, meaning specific. It has this, it has that. You know, like that. That's acquisition, selling the product. Versus like, mírate Brasil, mira que no me queda. Yo voy a ponerte con it. You know what I mean? Versus that.
Okay.
There's two difference.
Okay.
There's a difference. So
Okay.
now I have to do
Wait,
both.
so what are they called?
Acquisition.
The acquisition is you actually
Selling the product and making money from what you're selling online.
Okay, and what's the other one called?
Just freelancing.
Just
It's
freelancing.
free.
Okay.
Free.
Okay.
Yeah, so they give you like a free creating ability, right? They just give you the product and they say, okay, do what you do it. And then they do one, we want it to look like this.
Okay.
And they give you verbiage, breakdown, views, positioning, like de todo. And that, so I have to do both.
Okay.
So right now they're in a space where they're using creators, like they're growing their ambassador creator, ship, and they're paying, I guess, according to your acquisition and maybe your reach. I cannot speak on everybody else's, but I can only speak on myself, and based off, my reach. They started with one number, and I negotiated myself a bigger number because why not?
Can we get like an average on what those numbers are?
Okay, so in general, 2,500 is what they would pay a typical creator for a reel.
Okay, 2,500.
Right, 2,500.
And that's with like what kind
reel.
of reach?
Okay, or what kind of reach? I would say in the double digits. Like 10,000, like, you create your following is like 10,000, 2,000 to 20,000, 30,000, for like that.
How are they measuring reach now? Is it your following or is it like
They don't
how
ask
many
for
people are
audience.
viewing the video?
Okay, that's a good question because I don't know how they're doing their acquisitions. I think because I have my own link, they do it through there, at least for me, right? Now the views and stuff like that, they have a creator app that they use, which links all things that you post under the, time frame of the campaign.
Okay.
And they links it together. So they have their own way of reading metrics and stuff as well. Not all brands do that, but they do.
Okay.
So I say 2,500 is the
Minimal,
right? For a reel, at least that they pay.
Yeah.
And they can go as high as, depending on the acquisition. I mean, I asked for 6. They're like, it could be 7 or 8, depending on how good you do. Like, honestly, we're not gonna lowball you. Is what they're like, in their mindset is. Especially like someone like me, right? That they know I've worked for all this time for nothing, basically, just for love.
Yeah.
And so to me, like their room with me, I can only say is what it is because of so.
Got it.
Pero
okay.
yo no puedo hablar
Right.
how they treat every other creator,
Are there a lot of Latinas that rep for
No,
Fenty?
actually,
Right.
I'm their ambassador for Miami. So anytime they're doing it in Miami, they're gonna use me as their host.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they do have Latinas, but not in my scape. Not like what I do. Not like what I have, like I do for them.
Right,
Like
got
people see me, like they know they know me too savage. Like savage.
Okay.
SavageX Fenty and me are one.
Okay. I mean, I've heard like people getting paid like $50,000 for like one reel. Like
That
it's
I would
like
love to be in
insane.
that space. I mean, I will be in that space.
Yes, you will be in that space, but I don't think you could be that far off. Like I know people who are charging $15,000, $20,000 per reel.
Yeah.
And you are, I don't know, when you're pitching, are you presenting the data on our buying power?
Yes, so I actually present data based off like my insights.
Okay.
Right? I don't have like metrics, but I also
No, I mean presenting data on our buying power.
Oh, I
Like
don't have that
Latina.
yet.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down for you right now.
Okay.
Okay. 4.1 trillion is our buying power.
Wow.
4.1 trillion. Latinos are also the most consumers of online content. They also spend the most online.
Ooh.
So when you're pitching,
No, right? I should use that.
everybody, listen, if your brand is centered around Latinos, our purchasing power is insane and our influence is insane as well. And if you're a creator and if you're online, because we are the ones who are consuming the most content and whoever got the attention gets the money, right? We're not only paying attention, but we're also buying the most online. Like that's different than any other ethnicity. White women, black women, Asian, period. So the business case for you to market in front of Latino, like the data is there to support you. Like we're spending the money and we're also giving you the views.
You know what? That's a great way to
So in your pitches going forward, add that and be like, what is the business case for focusing on Latinos? So when I go and I talk about banking on Cultura and I bring it to brands, that's the type of data that I'm talking to them about. I'm like, this is our purchasing power. So when they're thinking about ads on the podcast, they're like, we want to get in front of this market, right? They have a huge market share, right? We're also the youngest demographic. So depending on like who's your demo, like
it's women my age.
Okay.
Actually.
But the fact that they have children, right? And we're the fastest, youngest demographic in the country, like that also is another data point. Also, women are, I think 80% of the purchases in a household, women are the ones who are making it. Boom, another. Like, so get in front of women.
More percentage too. I have 84% women and 16% men, which are hopefully bots and not real men.
I know. That's the thing with social media right now. It's like so annoying. You don't know what's real. No. Like I'd be like excited, I'd be like, oh, who's following me? And I'd be like,
exactly.
Is this about?
Right. And I hate
or is this a real person?
That other creators or people think that like you want those things. Like you don't want that. Like literally as a creator, you want to build community. That is really where the fundamentalness of it is. Excuse me, the fundamentalness. The foundation of it is. Fundamentalness. Of it is, you know, so that's important to have community, to, you know, communicate with your community, to build in your community. They are the people who are gonna buy. Si tú te tiras un peo, Leslie está vendiendo un peo, pues yo voy a comprar eso, porque Leslie se lo merece.
Listen, that's why Kim Kardashian is selling these freaking bushy tangas right now.
First of all, it's the carpet marche brand. No, estúpida, porque that wasn't meant to be.
Like that's why.
I think it's a like a
marketing stunt.
Not a marketing stunt. I just said it. No, like a study. No, like a. Coño.
But what are you talking about? What the underwear
thing.
are?
Yes, no, like exactly. But it's like a.
Fox fur?
No.
Like what?
No, no, it's not about the bush itself.
Oh,
it's what's
just
like
focus on the bush.
It'll come back. Fudge.
Okay.
Conchale.
Okay.
It's when you like giving something a case study.
Oh, a case study.
Because, like that, like I can sell anything. Watch.
Like, interesting.
Porque dime.
Well, yeah.
Porque dime.
Yeah.
Uno panty con un pelito.
I know.
Dame maldito favor.
I know. I mean, she's bringing it back because back in the days, that used to be like a thing.
I understand, but like truthfully, why would you want to wear panties? With like, what would be the point? Like,
I don't know why a woman would want to do that.
Like, what would be the reason?
I really do not, unless their boo got like a fetish and they wearing it.
In that case, mommy, let your hair grow.
I know. But
free the bush.
Free the that's a hashtag. You should pitch.
Free the bush, Kim. Perdóname. I love you, pero ¿por qué?
That should be their hashtag. Free the bush.
Le vamos a mandar un mensaje a Kim.
Okay. All right. I want to get back to this. So, what would be your advice for someone who is looking to work with brands?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Ooh, this is really good. You should know about this. So I don't know about you, but I've been known to procrastinate, especially when things scare the hell out of me. The fear alone would have me stuck, overwhelmed, confused, and all types of self-doubt. And don't even get me started on the imposter syndrome. Okay. After getting laid off, not once, but 3 times, honey, I realized that the security blanket that I made up in my head was just an excuse because I didn't really want to bet on myself. The corporate benefits that had me in that headlock, girl, they went out the window once my job decided that they no longer needed me.
Turns out that I'll save a whole nickel if I cut your salary completely.
The truth is, the only security blanket guarantee is the one that you create for yourself. In other words, until you start a business, you will always be at the mercy of a company's headcount, and you will never have complete control over your time, which means you'll be renting out your thought leadership and helping build someone else's dream instead of your own. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Don't you think it's time you stop playing small and tap all the way into your power, sis? Click on the link above or below this video to learn my 3-step process, the exact 3 steps that I took to make the transition from corporate to entrepreneurship. And this is helpful even if you don't know what type of business to start and have only one source of income. And this is absolutely free. It is my gift to you. I want you to win. It's winning season. In fact, what's that? It smells like winning season. Okay, so tap in and I'll see you inside the training. Let's go.
I would definitely say do your research, research. Know what your angle is, what you're good at, what your community enjoys from you.
How do you know? Find that out?
Views, comments, feedback. Girl,
okay.
More of this. Bring more of this. I love this. More of this. I know my community loves a nail dits. My nail dits, most of the time, do good. Because people like to laugh. And it's, funny. It's light. People love when I include my family. Because I don't do it often. So everybody, when I see them, they're like, oh my God. People love when I do fashion reviews, when I'm trying something on. Because, I'm just myself. And I'm, so I think things that make you feel, that makes it feel easy for you to create, so that there's no pressure behind it, because there's no pressure in passion, baby. And if you do something with passion, there's no pressure around it. So as long as you are showing up like that, that should come across to your audience, which makes it easier for you to know what your audience is gonna eat up. What is your audience enjoying? What is your audience looking forward to? Once you figure that out, and you also in enjoyment, because it's not about your audience, it's about you. Once that comes together, and you pitch yourself to the brand as such, and reach out to brands that are in alignment with what you do. Don't be reaching out to a camera and you don't even use a camera. You know what I mean? Right. Don't reach out for a cup and you never holding a cup anywhere. Don't make it look foreign in your feed. Mm-hmm. It has to look like it's just part of what you do. I mean, that's what I like to do, because I feel like my community don't like ads and they don't like commercial. They don't like things that don't look real. And I've learned that. And every time I do a prompt up, premeditated content, they could tell. And I get very low engagement. Mm-hmm. That happens to a lot of creators, by the way.
Well, what are your thoughts about, because I feel like it's low engagement across the board now. Right. It's so hard. Mm-hmm. So how are you able to, I feel like everything's at play. Because I could post a video at 9 p.m. and it'll do great, right? But then tomorrow I post a video at 9 p.m. It doesn't do great, but it's the same exact
Look concept. At the metrics on Instagram. It shows you what times your audiences are on, what days of the week.
But that's what I'm saying. If I posting at that time all the time,
mm-hmm.
Same concept videos, they don't always pop. And it's the same type of video.
Right.
So that's why it's weird to know what is actually, I feel like it's a draw.
It is. No, it is, because my time was 9 o'clock in the morning, because that's when people were getting up. Every day that was 9 o'clock. I did that for almost 2 years. 9 o'clock was my time, morning time, and I create on the fly. So anything you see, most of the time I created that same day.
Okay.
I'm not a video saver, de que ahorita. Or only if it's work, or maybe a modeling something behind the scenes, stuff like that. See, and maybe one-offs I have a real save de ahí por si acá. But most of the time I'm creating and posting. Why? Because it takes the pressure or the anxiety or the questioning. Shit, I know. Pa' fuera que va. Y se le gustaron, le gustaron. 9 o'clock was my time. That changed all of a sudden. How? I don't know. I'm lying. I do know how. I stopped posting at 9. I got busy at 9, started posting at 9:30, 10, sometimes 11:30. My shit got out of whack. Mm-hmm. So I think that maybe being consistent so people can expect a 9 Leslie va a venir con este video. I'm going to be opening my phone at 9 because 9 I know Leslie's coming. So I think find a good rhythm and just stick it out. Stick it out.
But is that the only time you're ever posting?
No, I post anytime now. Okay. I mean, now I'm not doing that no more because I don't have a time right now.
Okay.
I'm literally pa todo lado. Si me da la gana a las 9. And before I was only posting one time a day. Now hasta 3 a veces se me da la gana. And maybe 10,000 here, 5,000 here, 40,000 here, right. And all different times. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just how the algorithm works, and it's not even up to you. So don't even get stressed about that, because it ain't you.
Yeah.
It's not you. How you can help yourself, I would say minimize hashtags, because hashtags that can be detrimental too. And then I would say learn your peak time. Really do research on your peak time, because that is metrics. That's not lying. Mm-hmm. what it can be is that whatever you're posting is not reaching your people, which can happen too. Or ask your people to make you priority. So that anytime you post, it comes up on theirs. Just ask your community. Hey, put me as your favorites so I can always come up so you don't miss out. I think I am on some people's because they comment on everything. I'm like, I must be on their favorites.
Yeah. Because like, how you see
it so fast?
Time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love ya.
Yeah. Yes. What are some things that you wish you knew when you first started that you know now?
To stay authentic. Like not to find a niche.
Not to find a niche. Ooh.
No.
Pero
unless you have a niche. Unless you like makeup. Makeup. Unless you like fashion, yeah. Unless you like music, yeah. Unless you like art, yeah. Like if that's your specialty and that's what you dale con todo. But also include yourself. Because people like to know the people behind the video.
Right.
That people want to know you. They want to feel connected, relatable. And people,
you say you don't feel pressure. So you don't feel pressure to like show up every day?
No.
Okay.
People know I have a life.
Right.
I'm very, very loud and clear about that. Yo trabajo, tengo un perro ahora otra vez, tengo dos hijas, un marido. I've been traveling like a mother F this year, gracias a Dios. So when I'm not around, wish me the best. Hope that I'm doing good. I'll be back. I'll be back. You know what I mean? And I try to stay consistent on a day-to-day basis because that's just, I like to do that because I like to create. But I don't put pressure on it. Si no me salió nada hoy, nada va a salir y ahí se quedó.
Do you feel that it consumes your life? Like, do you feel like...
No.
Because... No.
I don't let it consume my life. I know.
Okay.
I know.
So like when you're out and you're like, oh, this be good for social media. Let me do it.
Nope. I don't do that. I don't do that enough, which is probably why I'm not even in bigger places. I don't because I like to enjoy myself and I like to be present. Like that is important to me. If I'm hired to do a job and I have to create around it, claro que yo te voy a tu videíto, te voy a hacer tu cosa. Pero si yo en un evento que tú me estás invitando y hay cosas que es, content related that I can create, that's not gonna be my first point. My first point is to interact with you, interact with guests, make connections around the network. Let people get to know me in real life, versus seguirme con el teléfono así de que... Mira, mi maldito favor. Me maldito, can I get your outfit? Nada más sí, eso sí, siempre. Una fotica con mi look. Sí, porque there's always love in my look. I always dress to impress myself.
Yes, you be looking fly, girl.
Thank you.
By the way,
yes,
how was it meeting the one and only Ashley Graham? Is that her name?
Yeah.
I gotta get her on the podcast. People always say I look like her.
I was just gonna tell you.
Always.
You know what you should do?
Always. What? Tell me. Give me the idea. Tell me. Okay, go.
Go to JCPenney.
Okay.
Go to her.
JCPenney is still around?
She just had a collection drop with JCPenney, mommy.
Oh
That's what I was doing there.
Oh my bad. I would see how
it's
I
okay.
pay attention.
It's okay. No, pero ahí está.
Okay. Focus. Okay. JCPenney.
Go to a JCPenney. Her collection will look so bomb on you because she has good stuff and if it's for our body type.
Okay.
Get the green dress because that's going to look bomb.
Okay.
It's tight. And get the 2-piece navy blue set because you wear it to your podcast. So go buy it in person. Capture the thing, go home and do a little video and tag her. She's really responsive to everything. I've been looking at that. Okay. Very responsive to anyone who is supporting her collection.
Okay.
So, esa tarea, hazlo as soon as possible.
Okay.
Because it's hype right now.
Okay.
But don't worry because she didn't just drop this. This is a long-term relationship with JCPenney. So she's going to have an ongoing section in JCPenney for Ashley Graham's collection. So she's going to be dropping summers, falls, winters, de todo.
Okay.
So be on the lookout for that.
Oh, shit.
That's for us curvy girls.
Okay.
She did it big for us.
Okay.
Size 0X to 5X.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Oh, wow.
Nothing for no one else under that. She catered just to us.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes. So that's why I came and supported her. How I was meeting her, everything and then some. Exactly what you thought it would be and then better.
How did you get there?
She invited me.
Oh, so her team reached out to you and was like, I'm hosting this event.
Well, guess what? For this campaign that she did, I was on hold as a model. To the last bit. She follows me on Instagram. Actually follows, so she knows me on Instagram.
Okay.
And she put me on hold without me submitting for it, nothing.
What does that mean?
So when you are a model, the brands, they put you on hold to see if they want to lock you in and confirm you. All brands ask you to submit. How you submit a self-tape, pictures, so they can take a look at you, a portfolio. I didn't even have to do that because she knew me. She knew she wanted to work with me, had me on hold.
Okay.
When I was on hold to the last little bit. It was a huge, but my biggest paying job it would have been. That would have been my biggest paying job. And I got let go. Mira, yo soy una maldita llorar.
Do they tell you
And I
why?
haven't gotten a job.
Okay.
I haven't gotten a modeling job, like I mentioned, the whole year. And I was on hold for this big one. I was like, no wonder I wasn't on hold because God said this one, sis. And I said, all right, so don't worry. I thought I had it in the bag. Again, I didn't even have to submit. Actually, knows me. I said, trabajo es mío. And then I got to go. I'm accustomed to the rejection. As a model and creator, you gotta get used to it, unfortunately. Don't get comfortable, but get used to it enough that you don't sit in it and let it ruin your day or your time or your next move, you know? And so I didn't get the opportunity, but because I didn't get the opportunity, obviously they told my agency, we're gonna, you know, for the next one. They always say that. Next thing you know, I got an email from her brand that they invited me to her thing. I live in Florida. Her thing was in New York. I told my husband, mira, yo voy para eso. Yo voy para eso. Yo no sé lo que tengo que hacer, pero yo voy para eso.
Figure it out.
No, que yo voy. I said, I need to meet them in person. You got to be smart. They wanted me as a model. They didn't hire me. I said, watch when they see me in person. I looked phenomenal. I dressed up that dress. That dress was hers. Oh, that was her brand.
Okay.
So they sent me the dress so I could come in their clothes. They got there literally the same day I left, earlier in the day. No, mentira, the night before I left. In the night, I finagled that outfit together, with things I had in my closet. I was the best dressed there. Words from Ashley Graham's mouth. She saw me and got so excited. I don't know if you saw the video. She got so excited to see me there. Mm-hmm. And that made me feel like, okay, it was right that you came. Everyone in the room greeted me like I was a celebrity myself. Like, it was insane.
Because you are.
Thank you, but I'm not. But they really made me feel like I was supposed to be there. Like, I'm so glad that you came, Leslie. You should have been here. And right before she left, I said, oh my God, thank you so much for, considering me for your, this campaign. It was even an honor to be considered. And she looked at me in my face. She was like, oh no, don't worry, girl. You're going to be in the next one.
Oh, I love that. You know what? See, so many parts of your story is about you, A, betting on yourself, but B, relationships, like relationship management and like just being gun-ho about the brand and just going after something that you want. And you don't even know the outcome of what it's going to be.
Most of the time you don't. And that's a scary part, but there's success on the other side of fear. And if you really don't let fear get in, then what else is left than to be successful?
Right.
There is nothing left but what's the worst that can happen? That you do good? Mm-hmm. Or that you fail and try again and now know what to do or not to do? Like, you are always learning. And I think that your optimism and your positivity really will take you further than anything else. And I think that if you keep that mindset, you can't go wrong.
But I think the fact that they let you go, mm-hmm. and you still mm-hmm. were like, I'm going to show up to that event, mm-hmm. even if they let me go. A lot of people would have been like, in their feelings, like, fuck that brand. Mm-hmm. They don't see me. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated, blah, blah, blah. And you was like, you know what? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show up and show the fuck out. And all attention's going to be on me, which I don't even think that wasn't your intention.
No, hell no, it never is.
But you were like, I'm going to look good because when I look good, I feel good.
Period.
Right?
Yes.
And you were
more than my best friend was with me, and she's never been to anything like that with me. And she was like, bitch, but tú no eres a celebrity. And it was more like, she was like, not surprised because obviously, she sees me.
Yeah,
she sees me. But more like in awe, like, holy shit. Like kind of like, when you see like somebody like, and you just see like an aura around them. She's like, that's why I saw you the whole night. And I feel like that's why everybody kept coming to you, because you literally just like,
yeah.
And I was just like, wow. Like, and I didn't do that intentionally. I just felt good with my best friend. I've been best friends when I was 14, having a good ass time with champagne in a room full of celebrities, like living our life. Uh-huh. And we were literally just having fun, and everything just gravitated and became effortless and easy, and left me with just that. And I even started crying a little bit when Ashley, right before she left, she held my hand and she was like, don't worry, you're gonna be in the next one. And guess who's on hold for it?
Oh, I love that.
So, and now
run the check.
Right.
Run the check.
It's not about that.
No, fuck that. Run the motherfucking check.
No, we're banking on something, okay?
Run the check.
I'm just happy to be included.
Leslie, you have put in so much work, and you're fucking good.
Thank you.
It's not like you ain't got the skill. Like, you're fucking good. And motherfuckers need to pay you for that shit.
That part.
Like, for real.
That part. I think I gotten better with that
real.
through this experience, like managing myself. It's been a learning experience, like negotiating. You would have never caught me doing that because I'm just happy to be here. Like very like, I know, está bien, like humble in a way that was not healthy because just like you said, you put in the work, you have a community, like engagement, like I know I'm good at what I do.
Yes.
Okay. In that part speaks for itself. So I am of higher value. Of higher pay. There is room to negotiate.
You are a premium talent, mujer.
Thank you, babe.
Premium talent.
Thank you.
And that's how you need to make sure you walk into those conversations. And you got my number.
Yes.
So if you ever need help with negotiation or anything like that, like that's my jam. That's my jam. And it is, God put me on this planet to help women get paid and have them literally walk in their purpose and like own their shit. Like literally.
It's scary.
It is.
Money is scary. Negotiating is scary.
It's not fucking scary.
Well, if this when
Girl, you was in a tanga on the fucking internet showing everything. Okay?
That wasn't that scary.
Everything.
Yo,
okay?
You know what's crazy?
If you could do that, you could tell these motherfuckers to pay you.
You know what's the worst though about being in just a little bit about that right quick. Not the paid, but the tanga on the internet being scary. Posting it on my page is not as scary as someone taking my video and posting it on their own.
Yeah.
That right there, that was like triggering, and like you can't control what other people say or think about you. You got to be strong. If you putting yourself out there in that position,
yes,
then you got to be open to all that comes, and that you got to build thick skin.
Yeah,
for that. And thank God that God gave me that, because at the beginning, I would have never made it.
Shout out to New York.
That part.
Well, you
know what? No, not even New York, man. Shout out to God, because New York still had me weak. I'm still weak. I was a weak girl in New York. But God gave me the confidence to be sure of who I am and the body I stand with. And it's just like, I love this, and you don't love it, that's on you. And I mean that. Like, they ain't like, I'm saying that and I go crying, no, Dios mío, yo me odio, mentira. Yo me veo, I'm like, oh, you está buena. Mírate, ay.
Yeah.
Like, I hype myself up all the time. And that's the love language you should have for yourself. So with that comes knowing to show up and speak up and know your worth and your value. So you better bank on you.
I know that you are someone that believes in manifestation, affirmation. So can I give you a homework assignment?
Yeah.
Okay. For the next 15 days.
Okay.
All right. And this is for everybody who's listening, everybody who's tuning in. If there's like an area that like you're a little insecure about, or something that you just want to improve upon, for the next 15 days, in the morning, when you wake up and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and at night, when you do your routine and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, when you wake up and before you go to bed, I want you to recite 15 affirmations that are associated with whatever you're trying to improve upon. So for you, it would be, I'm a negotiating badass. I'm going to make 6 figures with this next modeling deal that comes in.
Ooh.
I'm deserving, right? I'm that bitch, right? Like literally create what those 15 affirmations are, and for 15 consecutive days, back to back, in the morning and in the night, you're going to experience a shift in your mindset and in your behavior, because now you've done spoken life into yourself and you're looking at yourself. Earlier you had said, it's you against you, right? Same thing here. So you have to like look at yourself in the morning and the evening, and I promise you, you will start to experience something transformational. You'll shift your mindset around your money, and you'll shift your mindset around how you walk into these rooms and when these people are approaching you. Because Leslie, you got it. Like, you got it. And the fact that you're Latina, and like I told you, I already gave you the statistics.
Yes.
Like, own that shit. Own that shit, because whenever you walk into those rooms and you discount yourself, they're going to look at other Latinas like that too. They're going to be like, oh, well, I got this one for this. Like,
right.
The next one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Which is like, listen, I get it. I have a company, so everybody's trying to spend the least and get the most. Right. I get it, but we cannot set that precedence.
Right.
That Latinas in this industry, this is like what they're going for. Right. No, bitch. Latinas in this industry, this is what we're going for because we are the number one consumer.
Right. That part. I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna add that to my pitch. I mean,
Please do.
That's I don't use my Latinidad as a pitching point. I think that because I consider myself more than my race, right? I'm a proud Latina. I don't keep away from that. I don't consider myself American. I don't even say that, But I do want to start doing so because that is what does set me aside from the rest.
Yeah.
Right? Now that I don't voice it, but I need to.
But your community also.
Oh,
your
heavy.
community is made up
Heavy.
of Latinas.
Yes. But
right?
you know what? Mostly are actually of the African American community.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that
Yes.
too. But there's data for them as well.
Yes,
Like,
of course.
data.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? That I don't have as much Latinas in my community as I hope I would. And
That is so interesting.
Yes, because I guess I don't appeal to the Latin community as much. Maybe because I don't speak Spanish in most of all my videos.
Girl, what?
I'm a Spanglish mommy.
I spoke to another Latina creator recently, and she said the same thing. Like, she has mostly white women that are following her. And she's talking Spanish, she's talking, Spanglish, and she looks Latina and everything. And I just found that so interesting.
Yes, I know.
Wow,
I know.
that is very interesting.
So even when I do content, I have to keep that in mind, right? I can go full Spanish. I know Spanish. I know how to write it, read it, speak it, obviously. But my community is not mostly Latino. So I don't know what you said, but I loved it, is what I get under my comments. And I love that too, because they're down for anything that has to do with Leslie, but also it kind of like, you got to feed your audience. I want to build a bigger audience, right? Hence, I want to build my Comunidad Latina. I've been on like Telemundo, Univision. Like that's a very important place to start, right? But I haven't seen myself grow within that community because I don't feel like I'm Latina enough for them.
Okay, that's a whole nother episode.
Y cómo te dejamos.
That's a whole nother episode. But Mija, where can the people find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, LEZLEE09. And you can find me on Thirst to Thrive LLC, which is my confidence building workshop, which I service as a one-on-one 6-week program with meeting up 1 day a week. Then I have the 6-week program we can bring to your schools, or we can have a 2-hour workshop activation at your brand store or location.
Okay, all right. I like that. Okay. Bueno, thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for
this
sharing,
was such a good combo.
For being honest, for walking us through, your brand deals and giving us the behind the scenes. Like, this is the stuff we need to hear more of.
Yes.
Right? Because we need to understand, like, what's the backstory
It
of this?
doesn't
Like,
happen
what's the
overnight.
behind the scenes?
It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, that's
when you
definitely a big
start
takeaway
becoming
that I
a
got.
creator, you think that it does because it looks like that to other people. But you know how long those people been doing it too to
Right.
get what they are? Some people 10 years. And when you start seeing them is when they're blowing up. So it looks like they just started. Look at them. Mentira.
Yeah.
They have a long time doing it. You have to commit yourself. You have to be consistent, and you gotta be passionate so that you continue to do it with ease.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amor, again. And
It was a
shout
pleasure.
out-
Cheers to us.
Yes, cheers to us.
Banking on us.
Banking on us. And cheers to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. There were so many takeaways from today's episode. And of course, we always want to hear your feedback. So definitely make sure to connect with Leslie. She's thebomb.com. I love the content she creates. Make sure to support her. But also give us some feedback on what you thought about today's episode. Should we bring on more content creators? Or what was your big takeaway from today's conversation? Because whether you're a content creator or not, there were tons of like gems that you can pull from this episode today that you can apply to literally, whether you still in corporate, whether you in the 9-to-5 grind, whether you starting your business, like literally there's so many different little nuggets that you can apply. So take what resonates with you and execute it. All right, ASAP, because we can't just be consuming information and not executing on what we are learning, okay? So, gracias, mi gente. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao! Hey, guys, if you enjoyed this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to love the next one. So make sure to click right here and tap into the next episode.